And so it brought back a lot of memories and having to relive the whole night over again.
A 25 News exclusive, all new this morning. The historic drought out west leading to the discovery of several sets of human remains in Lake Mead. This was all underwater recently, and that's gone. Now, thanks to DNA testing, the latest skeleton, once hidden below the surface, is giving a Central Texas family some long-awaited closure. Parts of Lake Mead are hitting rock bottom, revealing its haunting past. Human bones sunk to the bottom. Some point to the mob operating on the nearby Las Vegas Strip. The lake, a quick way to get rid of a body. Investigators say one of the skeletons tells the story of a man shot in the head and stuffed in a barrel. But for the fifth set of bones found this year alone, it's a different story. This old photo from 2002 captures a good day when 15-year-old Tina and her dad, 42-year-old Thomas Ert, were doing what they loved. But a late-night adventure on the lake would be their last together.
And this was the boat we were in.
Tina Bushman now lives in the Arena, just outside Waco. She remembers that windy night like it was yesterday. Her dad keeping up a family tradition of a late-night swim in the pitch-black lake with Tina and her brother alongside.
He jumped in and he was swimming around. Maybe like a minute later, he tries to swim back, and I remember his hand kind of just like brushed the ladder.
The boat starts drifting away. Dad tells the kids to move the boat towards him.
We couldn't get it to start. And in the meantime, we had heard help.
By now, her dad is struggling to stay afloat.
We finally got it started, and we were circling around, and we heard help one more time, and then that was it.
Search and rescue crews never found his body. After the tragedy, Tina would wrap herself up in this quilt, her prized possession, patched together with her dad's old t-shirts.
I slept with it for years.
Something she'll pass down to her own children who never got to meet their grandfather. 20 years would go by before Tina got the call she had long given up on.
I answer it and she's like, I'm from the coroner's office in Las Vegas, and there were two women kayaking and happened to stumble upon some remains.
Sisters Lindsay and Lynette Melvin spoke with our sister station in Las Vegas about making the shocking discovery this spring.
Kind of just parked our paddle boards, walked on shore, and just about 20 feet from the shoreline, we saw what looked like a stark white rock.
That rock ended up being a skull with teeth intact. After DNA test and a month of waiting on the results, Tina got the news.
She's like, it's a match, it's him. And he always told us he wanted to be cremated and thrown in the lake, which is kind of ironic.
And here's her advice for others hoping to find someone who's missing.
Just have hope. I mean, I've always felt like my dad was with me, you know, as kind of like an angel.
Closure, 2 decades later. Tina tells me she never thought this day would come. The family plans to cremate Thomas, and as Tina describes it, throw him back into the lake. They're now planning to do that in February, which would have been his 64th birthday. We wanted to know how low the lake is. Take a look at this here. Lake Mead is at a historic low, according to the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation. The side of the mountains around the lake now white where that water used to be. More than 25 million people depend on the lake for their water supply. Some experts believe as the water levels keep dropping, more bodies will be found.